Why do old people lose teeth? Secrets for a strong smile at 80 plus. Let me ask you something. Have you ever taken a bite of a juicy apple at 75 and actually worried whether your teeth would survive the crunch? You're not alone. You see, after 50 years of coaching seniors across the U.S., helping folks stay healthy, happy, and strong, I've heard this story over and over. Someone wakes up one morning, looks in the mirror, and notices their smile just doesn't look the same anymore. Maybe a tooth feels a little loose, or the gums a bit sore, and right then they wonder, is this just part of getting old? Well, I'm here to tell you, no, it's not. Losing your teeth as you age is not inevitable. And despite what some may think, you're not doomed to a life of dentures and soup dinners. Nope. You've got choices. You've got tools. And today, we're diving deep into what really causes tooth loss in older adults and what you can do to keep that strong, beautiful smile all the way into your 80s and beyond. So get comfy. Maybe grab a glass of water, preferably not soda, and let's talk about your smile. Because the truth is, your smile doesn't fade because of old age. No, my friend. It fades because of what's happening behind the scenes. Let's start by pulling back the curtain and revealing what's really going on inside that aging mouth of yours. Section 1. The truth behind tooth loss in older adults. You know, people always say, well, I'm getting older. I guess I should expect to lose a few teeth. And every time I hear that, I just shake my head and smile. Because that right there, that belief, is one of the biggest myths out there. Losing teeth as you age? It's common, sure, but it's not normal. And it's definitely not something you're supposed to just accept as part of the package. In fact, I'll tell you something I've told hundreds of older adults over the years. Tooth loss doesn't come from being old. It comes from what's been happening in the mouth and the body for years. Let me break it down for you. Age is not the villain. It's the lifestyle and the conditions that sneak up on us. See, your teeth are like the roots of a tree. Strong, planted, reliable, as long as the soil stays healthy. But when that foundation gets weak, when the gums recede, or the jawbone begins to shrink, that's when the teeth start to wobble and eventually fall. Now, here's what most folks don't realize. It's not usually the tooth itself that's the problem. It's what's around it. The gums, the bones, the tissues that hold everything in place. That's where the real battle is. Let's talk about the usual suspects, the things that quietly chip away at that foundation over time. First up, gum disease. The silent thief of teeth. You don't always feel it coming. No sharp pain, no warning signs. But deep below the surface, bacteria are building little cities, weakening your gums, eroding the bone underneath. And before you know it, that once sturdy tooth starts to shift. More than 2/3 of Americans over 65 have gum disease. Many of them don't even know it. And here's the kicker. It's not just about your mouth. Gum disease has been linked to heart problems, diabetes, and even dementia. Yeah, it's that serious. So if your gums are bleeding when you brush, or feel tender when you eat, that's your body whispering that something needs attention. Next, let's talk dry mouth, or what I like to call the desert effect. Now, dry mouth might sound like a small nuisance, but trust me, it's a big deal. You see, saliva isn't just spit. It's your mouth's built-in defense system. It washes away bacteria, neutralizes acid, and helps protect your enamel. But as we age, and especially if we're on medications like blood pressure pills, antidepressants, or allergy meds, our mouths start to dry out. And when that happens, bacteria throw a party. Suddenly, cavities show up in places they never used to. Infections spread faster. And those strong teeth, they start to break down. So if you're waking up with a dry mouth, or sipping water all day just to feel normal. That's not something to ignore. Then there's the impact of chronic illnesses. And oh boy, this one's sneaky. Let's take diabetes, for example. High blood sugar affects your immune system, makes your gums more prone to infection, and slows healing. That means a simple gum inflammation can turn into a major issue real quick. And here's the scary part. Gum disease can actually make diabetes harder to control, creating this vicious cycle. Or how about osteoporosis? That's the condition where bones become brittle. But did you know it can affect your jawbone too? Yup. When the jaw loses density, the teeth lose their anchor. Even acid reflux, something that feels like just heartburn, can creep up the throat and wear down enamel over time. Mama medications. Let's talk about the medicine cabinet. Ah, that innocent little pill box. So helpful, yet so tricky. Many seniors are on multiple medications. It's not uncommon to have 5, 6, even 8 different prescriptions a day. And while those meds are essential, many of them come with side effects that affect oral health. Dry mouth, as we talked about. But also bone thinning, gum sensitivity, reduced immune response. So if your pharmacist or doctor hasn't mentioned oral side effects, ask. Please, ask. It's one of the easiest ways to catch issues early. And finally, we have wear and tear. Plain old time and use. Look, your teeth have been with you for decades. Chewing, biting, grinding. Some of us even use them to open packages or crack nuts. Don't do that, by the way. Over time, enamel wears down. Cracks can form. Teeth can shift. And if you've had fillings or crowns for a while, they might be weakening too. That's natural. But here's the thing. With the right care and habits, you can slow it down a lot. I've seen 85-year-olds with stronger bites than people in their 50s. It's possible. So, what's the takeaway here? Tooth loss isn't about being old. It's about a lifetime of silent, slow-moving changes that finally show up in our golden years. But here's the good news. Just like you'd maintain a classic car, you can maintain a classic smile. It just takes the right awareness, the right routine, and a little bit of help along the way. We'll talk more about those daily habits in a moment. But before we even get there, let's talk fuel. Because just like the rest of your body, your teeth are only as strong as what you feed them. So, let me ask you this. What did you eat today? Was it something soft and sweet, or crisp and packed with minerals? Because when it comes to keeping those pearly whites strong, it's not just about brushing, it's about building from the inside out. Coming up next, we're diving into the nutritional secrets that keep your teeth, gums, and bones strong well into your 80s. Think of it as your tooth-friendly grocery list, with a few surprises you might not expect. Grab a pen, or just keep listening. Either way, your smile's about to get stronger, bite by bite. Section 2, Nutrition Secrets for Stronger Teeth. After 60, all right, so let's talk about something that every single one of us does, every day, sometimes 3, 4, 5 times a day. Eating. You know, I've met a lot of folks over the years who put all their energy into brushing and flossing, but never stop to think, am I feeding my teeth what they need to stay strong? And here's the truth, my friend. Your mouth is the gateway to your health. And the food you choose, it's not just filling your belly. It's either strengthening those gums and teeth or slowly wearing them down. Let me take you on a little tour of what I call the Tooth Smart Kitchen. First stop, the bone builders. Calcium, vitamin D, and phosphorus now. Everyone knows calcium is important for bones. But what people forget is your jaw is a bone too, and it's the foundation that keeps your teeth anchored in place. If your calcium levels are low, that jawbone starts to weaken. And when that happens, it doesn't matter how clean your teeth are. They'll start to shift, loosen, even fall out. So where do we get calcium? Well, yes, there's milk, but also yogurt, cheese, almonds, sardines, kale, collard greens, and even some fortified orange juice if you like a morning zing. Now here's the catch. Calcium needs a partner, and that partner is vitamin D. It helps your body absorb the calcium. You can get vitamin D from safe sun exposure, sure, but also from foods like salmon, egg yolks, mushrooms, and fortified cereals. And don't forget phosphorus, which works behind the scenes with calcium. That comes from beans, lentils, fish, and whole grains. I always say, treat your mouth like a construction site. You need the right materials to build a strong smile. Next up, the gum guardians, vitamin C, and collagen support. Let me tell you a quick story. A while back, I worked with a retired Navy vet, 74 years old. Big guy, strong handshake. But his gums, bleeding, swollen, receding. Turns out, his diet was low on fresh fruits and vegetables, especially vitamin C. And guess what? Vitamin C isn't just for colds. It's a game changer for gum health. It helps produce collagen, which keeps your gums firm and elastic, kind of like the mattress that supports your teeth. Without it, your gums get inflamed. They pull away from the teeth, and infection slips right in. So, load up on citrus fruits, like oranges and grapefruits. But don't stop there. Bell peppers, broccoli, strawberries, kiwi, all powerhouses for your gums. And hey, if chewing raw veggies is a bit tough these days, try steaming them until soft or blending into smoothies. You still get all the good stuff, minus the bite. Now, let's talk about the troublemakers, hidden sugar and acids. Ah yes, sugar. Sweet, sneaky, and oh so destructive. Now I'm not saying you can never have a cookie again. But let's be honest, sugar hides in everything these days. Ketchup, yogurt, even bread. And every time we eat or drink sugar, it feeds the bacteria in our mouths. And they turn that sugar into acid. And that acid, it goes to war with your enamel. So here's my advice. Check your labels. Look out for words like sucrose, glucose, high fructose corn syrup, and dextrose. And choose whole, unprocessed foods when you can. And speaking of acid, citrus juices, soda, energy drinks, even vinegar-based dressings. They're like little acid baths for your teeth. They wear away the enamel, especially if you sip them slowly over time. If you love lemon water or tea with vinegar, here's a little trick. Drink it through a straw to minimize contact with your teeth. Then rinse with plain water afterward. It's those tiny habits that make a big difference. Which brings me to the most underrated dental tool, water. Yup, good old H2O. Water keeps your mouth hydrated, helps produce saliva, and washes away food particles and bacteria. Think of it like your mouth's personal shower system. Now I know some folks say, well, I drink coffee, or tea, or juice, and that's fine, but nothing replaces water. Want to make it more exciting? Add cucumber slices, or mint leaves, or even a frozen strawberry or two. Give it a little zip. If your mouth feels dry a lot, especially if you're on medications, keeping water nearby is a game changer. Oh, and here's a fun fact. Chewing sugar-free gum with xylitol can actually stimulate saliva and help keep your mouth fresh between meals. Just don't overdo it, or your jaw might get a workout you didn't ask for. Did you know that how often you eat matters just as much as what you eat? Frequent snacking, especially on carbs or sweets, keeps acid levels in your mouth high. Your teeth don't get a break. So, give your mouth time to recover between meals. Sip water, chew xylitol gum, or swish with mouthwash if needed. I tell my clients, eat well, then let your teeth rest. Just like you, they need a little downtime too. You know, eating right can be a mental battle too. Sometimes, it's not about knowing what's healthy. It's about remembering to do it, or feeling motivated to try. If meal prep feels overwhelming, try simple batch cooking. Make a pot of veggie soup on Sunday and enjoy it through the week. And hey, if you're feeling lonely or bored with food, invite a neighbor over for lunch. Join a senior cooking class. Food is so much better when it comes with company and conversation. Let's sum this all up. Nice and easy. Calcium plus vitamin D plus phosphorus equals strong teeth and bones. Vitamin C equals healthy, tight gums. Watch sugar and acid. They're the sneaky culprits. Water is your best friend, all day, every day. Eat less often and let your mouth rest. And don't forget, joy at the table makes healthy eating stick. Nutrition isn't just about avoiding bad stuff. It's about fueling your body and your smile with what it needs to thrive. And believe me, your teeth are hungry for better care. Not just brushing, but feeding. Now that you've got your grocery list in mind, let's talk about what happens once that food hits your plate, and eventually your toothbrush. Because nutrition is half the story. The other half is what you do every single day to protect those teeth. Brushing, flossing, rinsing. Yeah, you've heard it all before. But trust me, how you do it matters way more than you think. So up next, I'll show you the simple daily habits that keep your teeth strong, your gums healthy, and your breath fresh, without spending a fortune or hours in the bathroom. Stick with me. Your toothbrush is about to become your best friend. Section 3. Daily habits that protect your smile. All right, now that we've talked about why teeth weaken and what foods can protect them, let's look at the simple, everyday actions that keep your mouth strong. Now I know brushing and flossing isn't new advice, but the way you do it, that's where the magic is. First, let's talk brushing. Use a soft bristled toothbrush, or even better, an electric one. Not only does it clean more thoroughly, but it's gentler on aging gums and easier for folks with arthritis. And remember, 2 minutes, twice a day. That's it. Use gentle, circular motions, and don't skip the gum line. That's where bacteria like to hide out and cause trouble. Next, flossing. I know, not everyone loves it. But flossing removes the plaque and food that your brush just can't reach. If string floss is tough on your fingers, try floss picks or a water flosser. They're easy to hold, and honestly, they feel pretty good once you get the hang of it. And don't forget your tongue. Yep, bacteria love to camp out there too. Give it a gentle brush, or use a tongue scraper to freshen your breath and reduce buildup. Oh, and make those dental visits. Even if Medicare doesn't cover it all, catching small problems early saves you money and pain in the long run. But, even with the best brushing routine in the world, there's something else that can quietly undo all your good work. Stress. Yep, your emotions, your sleep, even your mental health. They all play a surprising role in how healthy your smile stays. Let's take a closer look. Section 4. Stress, sleep, and mental wellness. The surprising oral health link. All right, let me ask you something personal. Have you ever woken up in the morning and your jaw aches, like you were chewing on a tire in your sleep? Or maybe you've felt that tightness in your face when you're anxious, like your whole mouth is clenching down just to hold things together. Yeah, that's not just in your head. Stress doesn't just mess with your mood, it messes with your mouth. You see, when we're stressed, especially over long periods, we often develop unconscious habits. Jaw clenching, teeth grinding, nail biting. I even had a client who chewed on pen caps whenever she was overwhelmed. Sound familiar? Over time, these habits wear down enamel, crack fillings, and create tension in the jaw joint, what dentists call TMJ. Some folks even give themselves headaches just from nighttime grinding. Now here's the tricky part. Many seniors I've coached over the years don't even know they're grinding their teeth. It happens while they sleep, quietly. The only clue is a sore jaw, or a partner saying, "Honey, you sound like you're chewing rocks in your sleep." That's why managing stress isn't just about peace of mind. It's about protecting your teeth, too. And it's not just grinding. Stress affects your immune system, weakens your body's ability to fight inflammation, and guess where that shows up? Right in your gums. If you've been battling gum disease that just won't clear up, despite brushing and flossing, chances are stress is playing a role. That's why I always tell people, oral health isn't just about what's in your mouth, it's about what's on your mind. Now let's talk sleep, the great healer. Getting deep, restful sleep isn't just good for energy. It plays a huge role in your body's ability to repair tissue, fight infection, and maintain hormone balance, all critical for oral health. Poor sleep increases inflammation, makes diabetes harder to manage, and even leads to dry mouth. That's right. People with sleep apnea or nighttime breathing issues often wake up with a parched mouth, which, as we discussed, is a recipe for dental problems. So what helps? Start with a soothing nighttime routine. Dim lights, soft music, herbal tea. Keep screens off an hour before bed. And if you snore or feel tired, even after a full night's rest, talk to your doctor. A sleep study could uncover something deeper. And don't be afraid to try simple things like lavender oil on your pillow, a short bedtime prayer, or gratitude journaling. I've seen these tiny shifts turn frowns into peaceful smiles. Now, let's touch on something close to my heart: depression and loneliness. I've worked with seniors all across the country, and one of the most common, yet silent, health risks is isolation. When someone feels alone, unmotivated, or down, basic self-care often slips. That includes brushing, flossing, eating well, all the things that keep your teeth strong. It's not because they don't care. It's because they're tired, emotionally. So if you've been feeling that way, or you know someone who has, I want you to hear this. You'd be surprised how many folks feel the same way. And your smile? It deserves care. Even if it's just one tiny action a day, brushing after breakfast, rinsing after dinner, it counts. And sometimes the best thing you can do for your mouth is to lift your spirit. Take a walk outside. Call an old friend. Join a local group, a senior yoga class, a community choir, heck, even a gardening club. Movement, connection, purpose. They all make it easier to care for yourself. Because when your heart feels full, your smile tends to follow. So, we've talked about what goes into your body and what goes on inside your mind. Now let's talk about what you do with your body, because you might be surprised to hear this. But even your daily movement plays a role in your dental health. Up next, how walking, stretching, and a little jaw exercise can help protect your smile from the inside out. Let's keep going. Your strongest, healthiest smile is still ahead. Section 5, movement and blood flow. Don't forget the gums. Now here's something most folks don't think about when it comes to dental health. Movement, exercise, getting that body in motion. You might be thinking, what does walking have to do with my teeth? Well, a whole lot more than you'd expect. You see, when you move, whether it's a brisk walk, gentle stretching, or even dancing around the living room, you're getting your blood flowing. And that circulation, it carries oxygen and nutrients to every part of your body, including your gums. Healthy blood flow helps your gums stay pink, firm, and full of life. Poor circulation, on the other hand, can leave them weak, pale, and prone to infection. I once worked with a 78-year-old man named Harold. Quiet guy, ex-postal worker. He had early-stage gum disease, but didn't want to do anything too intense. So we started simple, 10-minute walks twice a day. Within a few months, not only was his blood pressure better, his gum inflammation went down too. His dentist even said his mouth looked 10 years younger. True story. And let's not forget, exercise also reduces inflammation, helps balance blood sugar, and boosts your immune system, all of which protect your teeth and gums from the inside out. Now, here's a fun bonus. You can even do jaw and facial exercises. Try smiling wide, holding it, then relaxing. Or pretend you're chewing gum, slowly and exaggerated. These little movements strengthen the muscles that support your jaw, improve circulation, and may even reduce tension headaches. So whether it's Tai Chi, gardening, chair yoga, or just dancing in your slippers, keep moving. Your mouth will thank you, and so will the rest of your body. Now I know what you might be thinking. Okay, I've got the food, the brushing, the mindset, and the movement. But what if I can't afford all this dental care? Ah, yes. The big question. What about Medicare, insurance, and resources for seniors? Well, don't worry. You've got more support than you think. Let's talk about how to protect your smile without breaking the bank. Section 6. Insurance, Medicare, and free resources for dental care. Let's face it, dental care can be expensive. And I've had many seniors look me in the eye and say, I want to take care of my teeth, but I just can't afford it. I hear you, and I'm here to tell you. Believe me, you're in good company. And more importantly, you have options. First, let's talk about Medicare, because this part trips a lot of folks up. Original Medicare, that's Part A and B, does not cover routine dental care. That means no cleanings, no fillings, no dentures. It'll only step in for emergency care tied to a medical condition, like surgery. But if you've got a Medicare Advantage plan, Part C, you may already have dental benefits included and not even know it. Cleanings, x-rays, even partial coverage for crowns or dentures. It varies by plan, so give them a call or check your annual benefits booklet. You might be pleasantly surprised. Now let's say you don't have dental coverage. There are still ways to get the care you need without draining your savings. Here are a few powerful, often overlooked resources. Dental schools. Across the U.S., many dental schools offer low-cost cleanings and procedures done by supervised students. Care is safe and affordable. Community health centers, federally funded clinics, often provide free or sliding scale dental services for seniors. Just search Community Dental Clinic near me. Dental Lifeline Network, a national nonprofit that connects older adults and people with disabilities to volunteer dentists who provide care at no charge. You can find them online at dentallifeline.org or ask your local health department. Senior discounts. Yep, don't forget the old senior perks. Many private dentists offer reduced rates if you pay out of pocket. Just ask. And here's one more tip I give to everyone. Once a year, sit down and review your health coverage. Plans change. Benefits shift. You might qualify for something better than last year. And dental is one of those benefits that often sneaks in quietly. Don't wait until there's pain to make a plan. Be proactive. Because every dollar you invest in prevention saves you 5 in repair. All right, my friend. We've talked about everything from brushing to budgeting, from stress to salmon. Now let's bring it all home with a message I think we all need to hear. Here's what I want you to remember. Losing teeth isn't just about age, it's about awareness. It's the small daily choices, the meals you make, the routines you build, and the care you give yourself, even when no one's watching. Those are the things that protect your smile. And it's never too late to start. You can be 62, 72, even 85, and still keep your natural teeth strong. You can still enjoy your food, laugh out loud without covering your mouth, and look in the mirror with pride. Your smile is part of your spirit. It's how you greet the world. It's how your grandkids remember you. And believe me, the world needs your smile for many more years. So, go ahead, brush with purpose, eat with intention, and live with joy. And if this video helped you feel more confident, more hopeful, maybe even a little inspired, then hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned. If this video helped you feel more confident, hopeful, maybe even a little inspired, then give it a thumbs up, share it with a fellow senior, and don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom on living well after 60. You've earned this chapter. Let's make it joyful.